Brand new Impact 351 from Keystone just landed here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. This one came in at 12,150 pounds, so plan your tow vehicle accordingly. Half tons, no. Heavy duty 3/4 and 1 tons, yes. You can get by in a single rear wheel on this. This is a tandem axle. I had the foresight to actually pull up the specs on it this time before I shot my video. Maybe I should get in a better habit of that. 38 foot 1 inch. It has a 110-gallon freshwater tank. 44-gallon black, 88 gallons gray, which means 2 gray tanks. And twin 30-pound propane tanks give it a 60-pound propane capacity for when you're dry camping. This is a member of the Fusion series, which is the single best-selling fifth-wheel toy hauler on the market. This is basically the all-thriller, no-filler version of that. That being said, there's a lot of jazzy fun stuff that we're going to show you here. And if at any point you like what you see during the video, please visit the link down here in the video description that says check for price and availability. That'll whisk you through the HaylettRV website, where you get to see this and all the other fifth wheel toy haulers and everything else that we carry here at HaylettRV. And if you have questions on pieces, parts, trades, financing, or everything in between, then all you have to do is give us a call. You know, we do everything at HaylettRV, and we're a fair place to work with. And the pricing that you see on our website, by the way, is free of those pesky hidden charges that so frequently plague this industry. We don't charge you extra for propanes and batteries and cleaning it and showing you how it works, and there's no prep fees and freight fees and destination charges or inspection charges with HaylettRV. Holy crap, my battery's already blinking at me, so I'm going to do a quick battery swap, and then we're really going to get dug into this thing. Whoever Doug may be, we're going to get dug in here. Alright, now we're back. We're going to get into the fun stuff. So you saw that big pass-through storage capacity. That's something a lot of fifth-wheel toy haulers actually lack, is good pass-through storage. Now this is made on not just a wide-body coach. It's not just a wider body. This is a wider chassis. And one of the easiest ways to tell is by the fact that the hydraulic leveling gears here, because this does have hydraulic automatic leveling, they are on the outside of the frame rails. That's kind of an indicator. Now when you go wide body chassis, there's another really interesting distinction, is that it actually doesn't just have 2 exterior frame beams. It actually has a 3rd central frame beam, and they utilize that for their tie-down system in the garage to give it the 5K interlock tie-down system that it's silly. You can literally hook like a Polaris Razor 1000 to it, flip the floor upside down, and it won't fail. It's incredible. It's got 5,000 pound rated poles. We'll get to that in a minute though. So you saw the 5500 Awning generator up front, so this thing can enjoy full function and capacity when you are off the beaten path. Or like if you're doing a long distance travel and you just got to pull over at a parking lot overnight, like a rest stop or a Walmart or something, you can kick on the air, you can get the humidity out, because air conditioners are dehumidifiers, by the way. That's why you don't need a dehumidifier in the summer, but you need one in the winter for camping. Speaking of winter camping, well, I couldn't have planned that segue any better. This has the same Blizzard insulation package as its big brother Fusion. And that's what I like about this. All the areas, all the nuts and bolts structure things, the function features, are identical between this and Fusion. It's just a matter of amenities and trim. This still has an exceptional package. Like I said, automatic hydraulic leveling with auto hitch height memory, little solar prep plug. Although you've got a generator, you're probably rarely going to use that, but it is handy for not running the generator if you just need some 12-volt power. Enclosed docking center, and this is part of what helps it achieve its cold camp rating. Is that's antifreeze, by the way. A lot of people go, why'd you spill Kool-Aid in there? It's just antifreeze. So battery disconnect, all your hoses, cables, connectors can come in through here, obviously with the exception of your sewer hose. You're not going to hook that up in there. These are the nicer metallic slam latches as opposed to the plastic compression latches. Enclosed forced air heated insulated underbelly. Now they add Astrofoil radiant barrier insulation to the slides, the slide floors, the underbelly, the roof. They wrap the nose cap and they stuff it above the pin box. And above the pin box is actually an area a lot of manufacturers miss pretty badly. We've got a gorgeous high gloss exterior on here. I mean, look at the reflectivity. You can literally read the decals in the other Impact sitting right over there. I couldn't have placed that better if we tried. So slide outs. Actually, let me back up a step. Not just Impact, but Keystone in general has been our best performing trailer, or at least very high up in the list. You know, there might be something else that's matching that. But in terms of service, meaning not coming back for service work, Keystone as a whole Whether it's the Summerlands, the Springdales, the Passports, the Cougars, the Montanas, or these Impacts and Fusions that we carry here at HaylettRV, they just aren't coming back for service work. And when they are, it's always something small. It's never anything big. Stuff like this slide out is part of the reason. So they start with like a hammered tin skin. It's seal gripping, it's leak preventing. Then they have double wipe seals, if I can get a hold of it. Get my fingers in there. Now, behind the wipe seal, it's inside there. You can barely see the lip of it. There's a aluminum C-channel, like a rain gutter, that will actually shunt wicking water away from the slide out and make it dribble out. Now, if water runs down the side of the slide, this little piece of trim actually has a groove on it, a little inversion. And they do that because water can't go up without assistance. It can only go down. So that keeps water from wicking into your subfloor. Now, they also add a big wiper seal on the bottom of your slide out. And right now, it's not doing anything. But when the slide comes in, it will prevent spray from those 16-inch big radial tires. That's another thing. In this class, you get a lot of 15-inch tires still. They're still using 15s here with their Dexter axles that have the 5-year warranty. They use different axles from industry standard on this. Anyway, so that will prevent road spray from getting onto the bottom of your slide out and wicking inward into your floor and subfloor again. They use cable-driven slide outs, which a lot of people feel nervous about. And I understand, because before I learned about them, I was nervous about it too. And then when I learned about them, I was actually really glad that they had them on here. It surprises a lot of folks to learn that cable-driven slides are actually the most expensive slide system on the market. They're also the very least warranted thing from the entirety of Keystone RV. It's the least warranted item on their entire list of everything Keystone builds. Cable slides are the least worked on thing that they have. They would, if it wasn't working well, they wouldn't be using the most expensive slide system out there. It's also the very lightest weight slide system out there, so there's no downside to that. This basically has the same roof structure as the Fusion or Montana luxury fifth wheel and toy haulers, respectively, or irrespectively. I had those backwards. So you've got your full walk-on roof system here. Now on the corners, first of all, notice that they moved the wall seam from the corner. It's actually on the side a little bit. You have a wrap-over roof line. That is a huge structural improvement because it takes a critical seam and moves it from an area of high stress to low stress. Now, a lot of RVs do that, but it's the stuff, again, that you can't see that separates the Keystones from all of the other laminated copycat clones out there. Because Lord knows our Keystone's by far and away the most copied laminated brand out there, because they're the #1 producer of laminated product. And they've got the #1 service record, so imagine that. So not only are they high volume, they're also higher quality. Little things like this, where the wall meets the roof. There's a big aluminum extrusion, a big sheet of aluminum, very long thing. It actually wraps the corner of that and helps compress those corners together. It's an extra layer of construction and protection they're doing on these. A lot of other brands don't do that. We've got our always-on side mount ladder here, so you can get up to that roof for your easy seasonal maintenance. This has a lot of RVs in this price point and size and category that have a rear awning. It is a manual crank-out rear awning, and frankly, I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They crank out easy, and they're super reliable. And this does have a manual override, but this is actually a power awning. Now, if it is a little windy, there are built-in legs that anchor against the side of the trailer here, but on a normal, non-breezy day like today, that's all you need, and it works just fine. So this is a big, like, dual patio system. You've got this, I don't know, like 21-foot awning or something huge like that on this thing. And notice that it clears both of those extra wide 30-inch entry doors. Both main entry doors have the larger handles and the triple folding steps. Now, that step light over there, it might look like it's a big step up to the first one, but the trailer's actually nosed up right now because it just got dropped off from the factory. So it's not leveled out or anything. It's an easy step 1, 2, 3 system up and down. Little detail stuff here. Just like Big Brother Fusion. Remember how I said construction points are the same on these? And that's what I love about the Impacts here at HaylettRV, is that they have nicer materials. Where they're using something, they're using very good quality components. Like this is a metallic air vent here instead of a plastic. It's something that's going to last longer. Now, there are LED lights in the awning tube. And when they're in the awning tube, you can actually use the power awning button to sort of angle those lights however you want. Because some people, after you've had a couple barley pops, those lights start to get a little bit bitey, you know what I mean? Stepping inside here into the garage, we have a personal private rear patio deck. By the way, this is a 12.5-foot garage. So this will fit pretty much every toy on the market here. Now, This is the telescopic MORryde quick-set patio system. What I like about it is that it's not mounted onto the ramp itself, so you're not actually holding and supporting and lifting the weight of this. It makes the whole setup and teardown of this thing much, much simpler and easier. Now, we have a full retractable screen wall here, not one of those little curtain walls, and this is my preferred style. I like any screen wall over a tent wall. However, I like this one even better than the magnetic lock ones, because those are only all the way closed or all the way open. This one you can kind of set it however you want, sort of like the sun visor in your car. You can angle it just how you want. So you can close it off, you can keep the bugs out, you can keep the fresh air coming in, slow rise so it doesn't go whack! Now that's a power bed lift up there. So, you know, you can pull these pins on the side. That's what keeps it locked up. I like to demonstrate on some things you can drop the sofas without dropping the bed. Now you notice how these can turn into like theater seats with these fold down armrests, or you can use them for 3-seater benches if you're really entertaining the whole family and friends back here. The floor system, it's dovetailed for easy loading, and if you want to make a fifth wheel really easy loading, what you do is instead of leaving the fifth wheel flat, or any travel trailer, or toy hauler, any toy hauler really, crank the nose up really high. And that will cheat the angle of attack, and it'll make loading this a lot simpler and easier. Now, I've talked about their floor system, but I kind of want to go over this again. So we've got our 5K Interlock tie-down system. Every one of these tie-downs is welded directly to the beam chassis of this. Now you've got waffle style construction back here in the garage. So you've got 3 beams that run longitudinally, and then you have all sorts of cross members that go laterally. And on top of that is their 1-inch like tough ply floor. The stuff is incredible. So this has a this has a 3,000 pound cargo capacity in back here, but each of the tie downs can deal with far more weight than that. So the floor the floor tie down system is actually overbuilt to an extent, you could say. Now we do have air and heat back here. You do have TV hookups back here. You could, you know, this little corner would be nice for like a little chest freezer or something like that. Now this has dual air conditioners, so you can see one of your thermostats back here. You've also got another thermostat up front, so you've got like a cabin and then a garage sort of centralized thermostat. Now you can turn them on off individually, but they both tie into the same centralized system to support the whole coach, which is kind of neat. I'm looking right now and I'm realizing I forgot to hook up my battery box and turn on the lights inside, so I'm gonna have to cut the video again, unfortunately, so I can do that. Pardon. Alright, pardon the video splits there. I generally refrain from doing that, but a big beautiful coach like this, I want you to see it get lit up. I did forget to talk one other thing, little thing back here in the garage area. Now, this ladder, you notice it has a second set of like hooks on it. Why does it do that? Well, this top hook right here is actually used to be able to access the loft inside. This set of hooks right here is to be able to access that bed when it's in the down position. That way, you don't have to use one hooks on a ladder that's way too out horizontally, and you can bow and buckle it in the middle. So this is a stronger, smarter design that is here basically to last longer. Passing through, I like that as the privacy wall. I like that we have a curtain for privacy here, but we also have a door to really enclose this thing off so that you can have a true 3 seasons or private rear bedroom / bunkhouse experience. Here, we've got just a stunning looking light dark high contrast interior. I really, really like the look of this. Let's start up in this corner. So you can see that this big HD TV swings out for easy viewing. There's no neck cranking in here, and when you're not watching TV, it just folds flat against the wall out of the way. Right when you walk in the door, you've got an easy access control panel, but it is up high enough and it is behind a door so that little fingers like grandkids, they're not going to see it and mess with it, you know? It's a really smart design. You can handle your main awning, a bunch of your lights, your water heater, generator, all that from here. All your entertainment needs met, Bluetooth, DVD, etc. And I like that we have a coat closet right when we walk in the door. Now, this peninsula-shaped countertop gives us some pretty decent prep space where otherwise we just wouldn't have a lot. But I do also like to point out that they do give you an access door to this section of the countertop space as well. They don't make you waste any potential space just to give you more counter area. This is a solid surface with a recessed stainless sink. Again, has the heart of a luxury fifth wheel. It's just very smart money appointed. I like that they have both a high-rise and pull-out sprayer faucet, and I actually like that you don't have to pull down on it. The ones that you pull down on, I feel like you're always half breaking it every time you pull on them. Good kitchen storage everywhere they could. Some people are going to ask, what is that black box? It's probably for like an outside speaker. I'd have to go out and verify. Now, to get up to this top storage, yeah, you're going to probably need a 1 or 2 or 3 stepper. But any storage is better than no storage. You're not going to put stuff up here that you're going to use every single day. You're not going to put your organizer for your forks and spoons and knives up here. But occasional use stuff, that's perfect, you know. It's also not a bad place to maybe put some bottles of libations to keep them away from small children. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Also, all hidden hinge cabinetry. What I like about those is when you're bouncing down the road, if the door does pop open, it will organically try to close itself. As we flip around here, one of the things I like to point out is we generally prefer to outfit something like this with a gas and electric traveling friendly refrigerator and freezer. The reason being, I know it has a generator and whatnot, but if you lose power overnight when you're not awake, because our towable RVs don't typically have an auto gen start like a diesel pusher. People don't understand that, apparently. Just because it has a generator doesn't mean it has an auto gen start. Well, this gives you the ability to not lose anything, or if the RV's like at a seasonal site, because a lot of people use these big toy haulers with these decks like a seasonal type home, you know, instead of like a park model, because they function extremely well for that. Well, that gives you the ability to not lose the stuff in your fridge and freezer when you're away from home. And I like that you have all these extra drawers that pull out for easy access. And I like how deep the bottom 2 drawers are. You can put some big stuff in there. And again, good pantry space. And there is some very easy to access ground level pantry space here and up above. Again, you'll need that stepper. I like that wall, that little open slatted safety security wall so the kids don't roll out of bed. But it also doesn't look dark and cramped and enclosed. You don't feel like you're throwing them into a cave up there. The little party couch over here, a lot of toy haulers have something similar. It's that Thomas Paine furniture. T-Pain in the house! Anyway, 4-place individual kick-out recliner sofa. You can take a little table that is designed to go between your benches in the back. It's actually stored up on the bed right now. It comes with it. You can take that table out. You can bring that in here for dining if you need to. And notice that this is all carpetless in your living room. There is no carpet in here. So this is easy to clean. It's easy to maintain. It'll hold up better. You know, it'll hold up better over time. Now these, I don't know what they are, 7.5 foot tall slide outs. They offer some really big windows for some really scenic views. Moving upstairs. Bathroom. Solid bathroom in here. I actually really like this. And I like this open area right here. You could use that for an extra wastebasket. You could use that for just stacking like extra toilet paper. You know, toilet cleaning brushes or something like that. It's just a handy, useful open space. And they put some counter space above it, because when do you ever get too much countertop space in any RV? And the answer is never. No such thing exists. We've got a seamless walk-in shower with seating area. This is formed and molded, and self-reinforced. When this is not installed in an RV, a grown person can jump up and down in it, and it won't break and buckle. It's self-structural. And I love this. A laundry hamper. A place that you can actually put some dirty clothes from yesterday. That's one of those things a lot of people don't think about, especially first-timers. Because in your head, you have the dream, we're going to the lake, we're going to the RV, we're going to build memories, it's going to be awesome. And it will be, for certain. But where do you put the clothes tomorrow that you wore today? Well, Impact has the answer. That's not these little detailed touches. That's what I like them here at HaylettRV, because they do those smart little things that you can see. They have people who camp in these things actually use them. You can tell that. The guys that build it, basically, they help with the testing. You can tell that they actually go out and test market this stuff. Like this big kind of like dedicated bathroom or just overflow storage space right here, built right into the upstairs slide out. Now it's a little dark in there. Let me shed some light on the topic. We got the technology. There we go. So you can see this is legitimate big deep storage space, and you could probably get an idea just from that drawer down there how big this is. Now the bedroom up front has its own light switch, and I like that. It's right in the hallway here, and this is your second centralized air conditioner, so you do have a double AC system in here. Second AC is an option. Not every single Impact 351 at HaylettRV is going to have that. So if you want to see what the Impact 351 at HaylettRV has, visit our website. This is how we would prefer to equip them. If we hand select the features and build this RV, this is probably what it's going to look like. But sometimes with the volume of sales and the popularity of Impacts, we will sell out of these. So we have to call down to Keystone and be like, whatever you got, get it to us. So it is possible when we have in stock is different. Now this is a north-south king bed. And it has its own what they call glide-a-bed system. So when this slide-out comes in, it will actually push the bed against the wall. So when it's going down the road, the mattress actually just kisses against the wall. That's why the mattress can slip under that little stand. Notice that they still leave some headboard outlets for a phone charger. However, this basically has like a spring-loaded base. So when the slide comes out, the bed will follow suit and it will re-centralize itself. Or pretty darn close to centralized anyway. So we've got all sorts of great dresser space in here, and I love this cross breeze window that they have right in the slide out. You're getting a look at my little chicken legs over here. It's my rooster call. I worked on that a great deal in high school. It has not come back to pay me in my adult life as I was hoping it would. It seems the circus never came calling. Anyway, another large drawer space. Good hanging storage in here. This has everything you need. Like you may have noticed, we actually have the extra bedroom TV in here, and it even swings out for easy viewing. And I like this big window right on the door, the door side of the RV, so when you sit up and wake up in the morning, you can look right out if you hear the kids, or if you hear, let's hope this never happens, but if you wake up and you hear that there's some sort of commotion on your campsite, you can sit up in bed and look out right under your awning to see if anyone's just messing with your stuff. I hope that never happens, but God forbid it does. You can take care of the situation on the spot. My recommendation there, call the authorities. Don't try to take matters into your own hands. That rarely works out well. So, with that, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. And remember, whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, or everything in between, HaylettRV only does everything, so you don't have to. Because, God forbid, you just get to go out and have a good time. Isn't that really the goal and the point here? You give us a call, and we'll make that happen. So with that, have a great day.